I love Man of Steel.
The question in Man of Steel is like, as far as I can tell, is like, will Superman become the hero? Right? We talked about that.
No.
There's also like, will he accept his destiny? You know, but like
with one father figure telling him, "This is your destiny. This is your birthright," and the other father figure telling him, "You choose.
Yeah,
you decide who you are."
And when things get like betrayed in the message,
sorry. The Pa Kent's message is, "You're too powerful to shirk responsibility for this decision. This has to be your choice.
Yeah.
Don't do it because it's your destiny. Don't do it because it's your birthright. Do it because you choose to do it."
So when those sort of messages and when those sort of questions are delivered and asked in ways that I feel are like, I don't know, not well done or are done in such a way that they like kind of betray the message, that's when things start to get like kind of bad for me. Like the infamous "Stop Invincible Son" scene kind of does that. Because like I get what he's going for. It's saying the thing you're saying here where it's like, no, you gotta be the one to choose here. But then it's also like, no, I'm in this tornado to save this dog, and my invincible son cannot possibly go faster than the eye can see in this chaotic environment and convince people that it wasn't aliens.
He can, but then it's a mystery of something, and there have already been 2 mysteries. There are already enough mysteries for Lois Lane to track him down. His dad's just trying to
like I said, I get the point.
I'm sorry I started mansplaining that.
I get the point, but I don't like how it was done in that regard.
That's fair.
And similarly,
I'll give you the Pa Kent scene in Batman vs Superman. That was garbage.
That's another one. And as much as I bitch about the Martha scene,
of that.
As much as I complain about Martha, I get it. Like it's this is when Bruce like realizes what he's become and like he recognizes humanity, and that's fine. It's fine to have that message. That's totally legit. I don't know why it has to be because their mommies were named the same thing and you happen to be screaming it at the time. Like, that is the part where I'm like, jeez. And I actually had a really good conversation with Joe about this a few months ago, about, like, different layers of a story. And, like, it's one thing to make a story entertaining. That's generally what the Marvel movies are prioritizing here. And there's, like, making a story deep and having it deliver the message in an entertaining way is, like, it's an exponentially more difficult thing. You can make a story that's just a fun adventure, like Harry Potter, and, like, you can see whatever depth you want to see in Harry Potter. But, like, there's no fucking playing around with, like, who is God in Harry Potter, right? Like, there's very little of that, I would say.
Yeah.
And
I've complained many times before about how crappy the world building in Harry Potter is.
Yeah.
And I always get a little bit frustrated. You see those, like, text posts of all of these deep layers of stuff in Harry Potter, and those layers are great. All of those little details are great. But that does not equate good world build. Just like throwing in buckets and buckets and buckets of fucking details. Some of them not even actually in the books. Dumbledore is gay.
Right.
That's not good world building. In fact, it's one of the opposites of good world building. It's just fucking throwing shit at the wall.
Yeah. By the way, I'm trying to redeem Malik here right now.
All right, Malik.
Yeah, I beat your ass before. But anyway, so when a story...
How's that metal jaw working for you? Is there anything else you want to exchange? Done with those eyebrows, bitch?
When I really love something, it's because it can do those different levels at the same time. Like Majora's Mask, I've often talked about my favorite Zelda. Because it handles that level of, like, this is just a fun game where it's like, yeah, you go around killing monsters and shit, saving the world, but then it's also like a meditation on sadness.
I'm totally on board with that.
So here's where Winter Soldier comes in. It's not like, it's not asking the Batman vs. Superman fucking Epicurus argument of like,
because it's the Starforge. I was like, why the fuck is electricity making robots? It's the Starforge. I'm on board. Sorry.
So Winter Soldier is actually like, it stars a lot of people who are really sad that they're still alive. Black Widow, like, fucking Falcon is having a PTSD meeting, and, like, so much of that is, like, the survivor's guilt of, like, being in war and seeing all your friends die, all your comrades, and, like, having to relive that. And Captain America's dealing with the regret of, like, having survived what he did and, like, having lived despite it all. And, you know...
I gotta put her down.
Yeah.
Do you just not want to go on a date with me? No, I have to put the plane down.
And, like, I find that really concordant, and that's what, like, Bucky is, you know? That's, like, and when Cap goes to reach out to Bucky, it's, like, because, you know, he doesn't just want to save his friend, he wants to make sure that living wasn't a mistake. I find that really nice. I don't know. And also just like...
Sorry, that what wasn't a mistake?
That being alive isn't a mistake, you know?
That Cap's being alive.
Yeah. Both of them. That, like, all of them, like... You know, because the whole thing with fucking, Arnim Zola, he's like, everything you did was pointless. And that's like, not only is he talking about Cap fighting in war, he's talking about Cap right now. He's like, you know, what does it matter? And Cap is reeling from this whole thing, so he just blows up the machine. And then Arnim Zola's like, I have more screens, you know. I also, you know, I like that, this is a sort of secondary thing, but I like that there can be a male and female lead who do not get together, you know, in that movie. And they can be, like, flirty and fun with each other.
And just make out because you have to.
Because she wants to, because, like, that's who Black Widow is. She's just, like, she's messing with him. It's, you know, I like that so much more than her being like, I'm so in love with the Hulk. I love that.
That's valid. I get that. I also like that. I do like that Cap and Black Widow aren't presented as actual love interests for each other in the movie, and I'll grant you that absolutely. But I see it as utterly being in a line with my main issue with Black Widow's portrayal, which is that she has to be opposite a man.
Well,
in every movie she's in, whether it's someone else's title character movie, like the Iron Man or the Captain America, where it's a little bit more defendable, or the team movies where she still has to be portrayed as being opposite a man. That's really fucking frustrating.
Yeah, that's legit.
One of my favorite things about Civil War is that Black Widow makes her own fucking choices.
Yeah.
She acts independently as a character, and it's not about her relationship with any other one specific man and their feelings on who she is and what she should be doing or anything like that. She gives Cap advice. Cap doesn't particularly follow that advice very well. And Black Widow chooses others.
I just have to run. Is that what's happening here? I think I might just have to run. Anyway, I agree that's like an issue.
I still don't like Civil War that much, but I do think it's certainly one of the best Marvel movies we've gotten recently.
Yeah. How the fuck? Where am I going here, by the way?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God, you did.
I didn't like that.
Did you a frighten right there. But anyway, so Winter Soldier, you know, I agree that, like, it sucks to have Black Widow just opposite a man because she has to be, but, like, it's kind of that Doctor Strange thing where it's like...
Sorry, I also get frustrated in Age of Ultron. Like, with her line, like, you are the best man that I've ever known.
What the fuck,
but I need the other guy right now. I'm sorry about this. I'm just sitting there like, you were in a movie with Captain America! He is objectively not the best man you've ever known. You can be in love with him. You can love him more than Cap, but Cap!
Yeah.
The definition of Cap is he's the best man you ever knew.
It's I think it's that, like, Doctor Strange thing where, like, what they did is shitty, but this is the example where they're, like, mitigating it the most, you know? It's
Wait, what?
With, like, Black Widow having to be, like, opposite a man in every single movie, it's, like, definitely shitty, but in Winter Soldier and Civil War, I think it's, like, most mitigated, because she's, like, she's doing her thing. She's having her own thing.
Civil War, I think, because they just don't do that.
Yeah. But another thing I like about, go back to the whole, like, being sad about being alive running theme. Like, he has that scene with Peggy, right, where, like, gets to see Peggy Carter again, but, like, what's the big tragedy? She forgets. Like, she gets to forget all the shit that happened, and Cap has to remember it, you know? Like, so what does he do? He's like, he...
Well, he wasn't there for a lot of... Peggy gets to forget Agent Carter being canceled.
Yes.
But he didn't have to remember that in the first goddamn
You know,
place.
he goes along, like, you know, he feeds the delusion for a bit when she has her relapse. He's just like, you know, I couldn't go away without getting a dance from my best girl. I just have to open this? Like, what? I guess I just have to run. These things aren't stopping. Oh, hey guys.
Hey guys.
Yeah, I guess that was just it. Let me recharge.
But they stopped following you.
Yeah, they're like, we can't use elevators. We don't have clearance.